right. Hi, everybody. So we're going to talk about 7 things that I would not do while I'm working on building that 700 credit score. Like, if you guys are not in the 700s, it's certain things I just don't think y'all should be doing, or maybe y'all be doing certain things wrong. So we're going to go over those things now. If y'all have any questions, please feel free to post them down below, and I will be happy to answer them for you. Okay. Let me make sure I have this on here. Okay, good. It's on there now. All right, so let's actually go over these. I have the books down below if you guys want to get any books. Right here, I have like the sale that is starting for the people that want to get the books from here. So, yeah, when y'all are trying to build a 700 credit score, y'all need to focus on like the main things. Y'all need to start focusing on 1,000 things. All right. Because I realized that a lot of people say, well, Keita, I think I need to focus on my inquiries. And I'm like, hey, listen, you got collections on your credit reports, you have charge offs, you have bigger problems than some inquiries. Okay. So, a few things is like, focusing on like the payment history, focusing on utilization, focusing on your credit age, maybe focusing on credit mix, maybe focusing on not having new inquiries. Those would be the main things that I would be focusing on. I would be making sure that I'm looking at all 3 credit reports and getting that stuff fixed. Okay. I'll be looking at all of them. Okay. So these are the 7 things that I will never do. All right. I would never, if you trying to get a 700 credit score and you trying to stay there, I would never have another missed payment. Some of y'all, may have late payments, and that's probably one of the biggest reasons why your credit scores are not in the 700. So if it was me, I would put all of my credit cards on auto pay, all of my loans on auto pay, whatever is reporting to the credit bureaus, I'm going to have it on auto pay. And y'all don't have to go all out and put on auto pay for like the full balance for like your credit cards. You don't have to put it on there for the statement balance. Y'all can just put it on auto pay for the minimum, go back in there and pay whatever you want to pay. But no matter what, that minimum is going to be paid, and y'all don't have to worry about a late payment anymore. So I will make sure that I never have a late payment. Okay. These are things I would never do. I would never have a late payment going forward, because that's automatically going to drop your credit score. Your payment history is 35% of your credit score. So if y'all having late payments, it's probably the reason why your credit score is low. Okay. And then I would never max out my credit cards. Okay. I would never max them out. It's best if y'all keep y'all utilization at 10% or less. 5% gonna be even better. So if you max it out your credit cards, automatically you mess it up. Okay. So that's what I would never do. I would never max out my credit cards. Okay. I would never also, well, I wouldn't say never. I will focus more on applying for credit cards that can pre-qualify me without a hard inquiry. I would never just go and apply for a credit card though without knowing like what bureau they finna pull, what kind of credit score I need to have. Do they care about this? Do they care about that? I would try to pre-qualify for every credit card. And if I can't pre-qualify for it, I would make sure no matter what, I know what bureau they're gonna pull. I know what credit score I'm gonna need. If y'all are just out here applying for credit cards, y'all gonna get unnecessary inquiries, period. Okay. And some of y'all are not going to take the time to actually remove those hard inquiries. So you're going to be stuck with so many hard inquiries. So make sure you all know what bureau they're going to pull, especially if they can't pre qualify you without a hard inquiry. Okay. Another thing is, I would never ignore my credit reports. Y'all know how annual credit reports, I said we can get our credit reports once per year. And then during this COVID time, it was like, okay, we'll give them to you what, every week or something like that, or every month. Like, I will be obsessed with my credit. I will be looking on my Credit Karma. I'll be looking at my Experian app every single day until I get to the 700s. And then when I get to the 700s, maybe I'll set it to, okay, every Friday I check. Okay. And then also, I do a thorough look at my credit reports once per month. So on the first of the month, I'm doing the thorough look, or maybe sometimes before the first of the month, because I like to plan out, okay, what's my main goals for next month? Okay. So maybe the last day of the month, I'll be planning for the next month. I'll probably be looking at my credit reports at that time, doing a thorough look. Okay. But I wouldn't be ignoring it. I will not be ignoring it ever. I'll be looking to see what's going on. I'll be trying to get alerts. I'll be trying to know exactly what's going on with my credit. All right. Another thing is, I would never blindly dispute. Now that I know about like suing a credit bureau, suing collection companies, suing these creditors, I would never blindly dispute. I would make sure that when I'm sending out disputes, I make them very detailed as to what is wrong with the accounts. I will learn how to fully read credit reports so that I can know what is wrong with an account and what's not wrong with an account. I will make sure that I understand this. Okay. I would not just be blindly disputing things. That's something I would never do. I will be looking at like, is there like wrong balances on there, wrong dates? Okay, wrong payment histories, duplicate information, any unfamiliar accounts altogether, and just other inaccuracies in general. I will be figuring this stuff out and I'll be putting that stuff on my dispute letters. I won't just be sending out dispute letters saying, I think you need to remove it from my credit report. No, I will be making sure that I am being strategic when it come down to that. All right. Another thing too, I would not blindly or I wouldn't pay a collection company. Like, I don't know, collection company gonna have to take me all the way to court or something. I don't know. I would not blindly pay a collection company. I had two lawsuits with collection company where I actually sued them. All right. I actually sued them and I have settlements with their companies. I'm not gonna just be out here paying these collection companies. Some of y'all are just so what my daddy say, like money burning a hole in your pocket. He used to say that about me all the time. Y'all are using that money that y'all have, just think of, oh, my credit score is low. Let me pay this collection. No, you probably need to do something else other than just paying that collection. Maybe like a debt validation letter. Maybe you need to send letters to the credit bureaus to get it deleted. But just blindly paying those collection companies, you ain't asked for no type of documents. You ain't even try to see if you can get it removed. That could be your downfall because you can pay that collection and then now that collection really finna be on your credit report instead of, oh, let me go ahead and dispute it, or let me go ahead and dispute it and they don't delete it, I'll sue them. I'll make sure this thing is off because I be trying to tell y'all, I have clients actually sued these collection companies. Like I helped them go through the process. They sued the collection company gave them money. All right, they gave them money. Like Yuzu, they give you money. So all this paying collection company, that needs to be reversed. They need to be paying you. Okay. I would never make random like credit moves altogether. I would be very strategic, like seriously, very strategic. I told y'all next month, or actually for the next few months, September, October, November, and December, I'm going to be going over to raise your credit score 100 points in 30 days. I'm going to be doing every single day of this book with y'all. I'm going to be answering questions. I have done this multiple times, and I've been seeing a lot of people get great results from me just like tapping in and locking in with them saying, hey, today we're doing this. Today we're doing that. But I would not blindly just start working on my credit. I will have like a straight up plan on what I'm going to do. Like even y'all, everything that I'm doing in my life, even like with like my weight loss that I'm doing right now. Y'all can see my face is getting a lot thinner. With my weight loss, I'm losing a lot of weight. I'm very strategic. I'm like, okay, listen, I need to be under 1,500 calories. I need to make sure I'm running 3 times per week. I got a plan. I'm not just saying I'm gonna lose weight and then I just yo-yo diet and stuff like that. Like, no, I need to keep my diet down. I need to cut out certain foods. I need to make sure I'm working out. I need to make sure I'm drinking a lot of water. And then like I have a full-on plan. I'm just not saying, oh, I want to lose weight. It's the same thing with credit. You need to know what you need to implement. And then you need to implement it. You need to have like a full-on plan. So that's what I would do. I would come up with like a full-on plan. All right. But those are like the top 7 things. Like if I would never do these different things. Like I'm never gonna miss another payment. Um, I would never max out my credit cards. I would never apply for credit cards just randomly. I would make sure I know who they're going to pull. I would try to pre-qualify for them. I would never just ignore my credit reports. I would never just blindly dispute negative accounts. I would never just blindly pay a collection company ever in my life. Like I'm not going to do it. And then I would never like make random credit moves, period. All right. So let me get into some of y'all questions. I was not ignoring y'all. I just wanted to make sure that we go over the main topic first, and then we can deep dive into what we need to talk about. So somebody said, what if my scores are in the 500s? How realistic is it getting to the 700s? I think it's very realistic as long as you're putting in the work. Like, look at these scores right here that's on my book. I wish I could mirror it over here so that y'all can see, but is that it? Oh, that is it. Oh, I don't know why it's different over here. Let me mirror it over here so y'all can see. Okay, perfect. All right, so look, these are actual credit score increases from my clients. So look, they actually went to 571, then they went to 649, then went to 765 here. This is not someone's like they leap like this. These are different people. But the point that you can make your credit scores go up like this, you continue to pay on time, keep your utilization low, continue to work and remove those accounts. Your credit scores should continue to go up. Okay, I say whenever you're trying to get to the 700s, no matter what your credit score is or what you got going on, even if you right outside of a bankruptcy, I say give yourself 6 months. Say, hey, for the next 6 months, I'm gonna lock in. I'm not doing anything. Like, say if you're gonna start doing this September 1st, we can start off with like the raise your credit score 100 points in 30 days. Let's work on just getting 100 points, and then after that, just maintaining your credit. Maybe you'll get 5 points per week, 10 points per week. Your credit score just gradually go up from there. You got September, October, November, December, January, February. So by February, you should be lit. And wherever y'all gonna watch this on a repeat, y'all probably gonna watch this years later too, because it's 2026 right now. But wherever you're at, say you're gonna give yourself 6 months, okay? And I have done this so many times where I really had locked in, and y'all, it's just crazy when y'all just lock in and do exactly what y'all need to do. Once y'all lock in, y'all gonna see really like your life completely change. Like locking in is like the biggest thing that y'all can do. Is just making sure that y'all don't do anything but what y'all need to do to get your credit score to go up. Y'all don't do anything but whatever your main goal is. Y'all got different goals. Like credit is not my goal right now, but I told y'all like weight loss and fitness is mine. Like I need to get back to where I need to get to. I gotta go, and I said I'm gonna give myself 6 months to be able to do it. All right. And I'm getting there fast. I didn't know I was gonna get there that fast, but locking in, you would say, oh, I get six, you get 6 months. It may take you 3 months, you know. But locking in, doing what you need to do, and not going backwards is going to help y'all out a lot. So definitely, I think y'all can get there. What's the biggest mistake people make when they're trying to reach the 700 credit score? I kind of went over that earlier. Y'all just blindly trying to get a 700 credit score, and y'all not actually implementing the plan. And then when y'all get the plan, y'all don't want to do it. Okay. And I gotta give y'all an example based off of weight loss, because y'all, everything is like you have to just do certain things, right? So as much as I want to say, oh, I want to lose weight, I knew I had to cut out beef, like for my diet. I know I couldn't have beef all the time because I'm gonna stay in my system for a long time. Okay. And that was a big thing. I can have other proteins. Like I can continue to just eat a lot of beef, but then I would know I'm not gonna get to the goals that I want to get to. I also know that I need to make sure that I'm running 3 times a week, period. Like, girl, you gotta get up. Then I'm always working from home. So I gotta make sure I'm doing at least 10,000 steps. I don't want to do it, but y'all have to make sure that y'all are doing what y'all need to do to get to your goals. Like if I say, okay, you want to get your credit score up, you got 40% utilization, get that down to 10%. You may not want to do that. It come with maybe you got to get a second job to pay that down. Maybe you got to cut your expenses to pay it down. You may not want to do it, but it is what it is. This is just what you have to do. So a lot of people don't want to do what they have to do. Okay. And then two, I was think, okay, 10,000 steps. Some days, the days that I'm not running or something, like 10,000 steps, who's gonna do that? And then somebody else said, oh yeah, I'm doing 20,000 steps a day. I'm like, do you do anything else like that? That is a lot. But listen, if you got certain goals, it is what it is. It's what you got to do, you know. But let me see. So happy to see you. Oh, okay. I'm happy to see you here too. Yes, I'm still over there right now. So if you want to ever see these on replay, that's exactly where they're going to be at. But yeah, y'all, it's just certain things that y'all really have to do, and it is what it is. Like some people, you want to remove inquiries. It may be easy to send a letter, but getting on the phone and you may get rejected. You may call multiple times to remove inquiries. You may get rejected, but you literally just have to make sure that you're calling. Like you just have to call the credit bureaus, and they can have that inquiry removed in 24 to 48 hours, but you may have to call 4 times. But you trying to get the inquiries removed or what? Okay, like what are you trying to do? Are you trying to get it done or what? What matters more when trying to reach your 700 credit score? Is it a payment history or utilization? It's really both. Y'all should just never be having late payments. With y'all credit cards, put that stuff on auto pay. And when you have it on auto pay, y'all should just never have a late payment. Just put it on auto pay and making sure it's being paid. Okay, that's what I would do. I would just put that thing on auto pay and just call it like a day, period. Like just put it on auto pay. And if you have it on auto pay, you shouldn't have any late payments. And then with your utilization, just make sure that you just keeping it low. Make sure that you pay it off, period. If y'all are doing this, y'all should be good. Like y'all really should be good. All right. Just keep your utilization at 10% or less. It will be best. How damaging can another late payment be while rebuilding your credit? You just shouldn't have it. It's very damaging. Just make sure that you paying on time, period. Okay. It's very damaging. Your credit score may go down 50 points. It hurt you so much. What's the best way to prevent myself from missing another payment? Just put it on auto pay. Should I put every credit card on auto pay? Yes, yes. Definitely put it like all of my accounts are all auto pay for the minimum period. Okay. I just put them all on auto pay and I think that y'all should do the same thing. Like if y'all just have it on auto pay, how y'all gonna miss it? They gonna take that stuff out of there if y'all want to or not. Hey Tamika, how are you doing? They're gonna take that money out of your account whether you want them to do it or not. Period, they're gonna do it. Let me see if I can find me a thing because my eye is going crazy and I'm thinking I got like makeup in it or something. I don't know. But I don't think I have anything here. Maybe I'll use my little thing, but we'll see. How long should how long should I try to how long should I try to get my credit? Okay, so how long I guess how long is it gonna take for you to get your utilization down? I don't know. Y'all can get your utilization down, in a day by just paying off your credit cards. Just continue to work towards it. If y'all at 50%, work to get down to 40. If you're at 40, try to get down to 30. Just do it in baby steps like that. Just don't try to just do it all in one day. If you have 40, just like I said, slowly try to bring it down. Just set goals. Maybe at 40, maybe try to get down to 35. Then when you get down to 35, say, okay, I'm gonna get down to 30. But I'm doing really good, Tamika. Thank you so much. But y'all just take y'all time. Y'all don't have to rush it, but definitely utilization is gonna be one of them things that's like the ball is in your court on how long it's gonna take for you. That's up to you on how long that's gonna take. If all of my cards are maxed out, which one should I work on first? Well, the interest rate for all of our credit cards are about the same. Like our interest rates for our credit cards probably around the same. They in a 20 something percent. So I think that you should work on the one that's going to report the soonest. So say if you get $100, you get $200, like, okay, I want to use this to pay off a credit card. Pay the credit card that is going to report the soonest. So today is the what? Today is the 17th. So maybe you want to put that money on a credit card that's going to report on, that's due on the 19th, that's due on the 20 something. You don't want to put that money on a credit card that was due on the 5th because they already reported. You're not going to see that report until probably the 8th. Put it on the credit card that's going to report the soonest so you can see your credit score go up. You can get that little natural high from that you actually progressing. And then when you get some more money, put that on the next credit card. But just make sure that y'all not using y'all credit cards after y'all pay them off because it's going to be no point basically. Okay. Is 30% utilization actually where I should stop? No, go to 5%. Go to 5% utilization or better. Like that's what I would say to do. Go to 5% or better. Okay, that's what I would do. Can I hear my progress by constantly maxing out a credit card and paying it back? Yes, yes, you can hurt it, but you only will hurt it if you're paying it back after they report to the credit bureaus. If you maxing it out, you pay it off before they report to the credit bureau, like you pay it off by your due date, you'll be fine. You're not hurting your progress. You'll be fine. It's the point that's when you max out a credit card and you don't pay it back until after they report you got this high utilization. They don't even know that you pay it back right after. Okay, so that's why you need to make sure you pay it back before they report to the credit bureau. How can unnecessary hard inquiries work against me? So unnecessary hard inquiry is going to bring your credit score down, period. When y'all get a hard inquiry, your credit score, they go down 2 to 3, maybe 5 points from that inquiry. But y'all just need to work on removing it. And then inquiries can remain on your credit reports for like a year and a half to 2 years. So I tell y'all literally, when y'all have them inquiries, y'all can call the credit bureau and say, hey, I need to get these inquiries removed because I do not think they should be on my credit report. Give them 2 to 3 and they should be able to remove them from your credit report. If they don't remove them, hang up and call back again. This is like a numbers game in a way in terms of how many times you may need to call. You may get lucky the first time, but then you may not get lucky. You may need to call 4 times to finally get 3 of them removed. But y'all have to always remember, like, I learned about removing inquiries from somebody that was working, they was actually charging $100 per inquiry. And what they were doing was they was calling. And I found out that's what they was doing. And then I just taught y'all the game. Because I paid for the information. Like, wait, what are y'all doing? I paid to learn about it. And then I end up telling y'all all they doing is calling. Like, what? They literally calling, but they're charging $100 per inquiry when the inquiries are removed. But that's a lot of people they have to get them inquiries removed for business credit. So yeah, y'all can do the same thing. Y'all ain't got to pay $100 per inquiry. But when you on the phone, think, okay, I'm gonna remove these 3 inquiries. This worth $300. If you just think that in your head, like, oh my gosh, I would have paid somebody this amount. Even if y'all wouldn't have did that, just think somebody is paying what? I'm gonna do it myself. And I told y'all how to do it. So just call them. Um, Why should I check all 3 credit reports? Y'all need to check all 3 credit reports because y'all can have different problems on all 3 credit reports. Different companies may pull like a different bureau. All credit card companies don't pull a TransUnion. All credit card companies don't pull like Experian. Different companies pull different bureaus, and when y'all applying for a mortgage, they're gonna pull all 3 credit reports. Or if y'all applying for Credit Karma, they're gonna pull all 3 too. What should I do if inquiry is really not mine? Do the same thing. Call them, but be stern now. Like, y'all better remove this from my credit report. You can be a little angry, not instead of saying like, I don't think this should. No, like this should not be on my credit report. This is fraudulent. Y'all need to remove this today, right now. So that's exactly what y'all should do. Y'all should be very, very stern. What should I look for when comparing all 3 credit reports? Just look for like any negative accounts from your credit on your credit reports. So you can work on removing those. Look to see if you got 4 credit cards. Make sure that they reporting on all 3 credit bills. Look for your installment accounts. These are things I would be looking for. And if you're trying to work to remove them, then you should be looking for errors on those accounts. You need to look on like the differences. So like say you may have that same account, you'll be looking on TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian and looking for like the different inaccuracies on that account. Okay. Should I dispute every negative account if I'm trying to reach 700s? Yeah, you can. You can still get to the 700s having a bankruptcy on your credit reports. You can still get to the 700s having like charge offs. You can still get there even having negative accounts in your credit reports, but it will be better to remove them. Okay. Hi, Justin. How are you doing today? Good morning. I'm looking like it's morning. I'm thinking it's like 1 o'clock, y'all. I've been up since 5 o'clock doing so much work, and I was helping like um one of my clients today, like with their case, and it was just like, oh my gosh, I thought that it was like 1 o'clock. You like good morning, but I'm like, oh, maybe they're in California. It may still be morning. Like, girl, no, it's still morning for you too. It's still morning, so I have to look like, what time is it? What's the difference between a negative account and an inaccurate account? So a negative account is just something you need to get deleted, like collections, charge off, bankruptcies, foreclosures, repossessions. Those just accounts you need to get deleted. Inaccurate accounts means that there's just inaccuracies. There's information that's on there that's just not correct. And that can be positive or negative. It can be your favorite credit card. There can still be errors. They can be reporting the wrong information about it, but you don't care about it because you don't want to get that account deleted. But that's what the difference is. What type of credit report errors should I actually look for? Y'all can look for things such as like the account number is inaccurate, the balance is inaccurate, the dates. Look at like you have multiple dates, last date of activity, last date of payment. Y'all can look at those different dates and see if those are inaccurate date that it was actually open. Look at your payment history. So look in all those different places and see if you can see like the inaccuracies there. Should I automatically pay every collection before trying to reach 700s? Please, y'all don't talk about paying these collections. No, like when it comes down to all of the companies, y'all can do disputes for days. Y'all need to do y'all disputes the right way and sue. Like there's no other way around it. I don't care about nothing else. Y'all can think that y'all gonna send out disputes for years. Like, no, y'all need to have in your head that if they don't delete the account, I'm going to sue. Period. Like all this paying collections, I'm not with at all. Like not at all. Okay. I wouldn't do that. Y'all can put that money on a credit card. Put that money on a credit card. Some of y'all need a secure credit card. Y'all think about paying a collection. Y'all like, oh, my collection only $400. Okay, we'll get you 2 secure credit cards. Get you a secure one, Navy Federal, because that 200 could turn into a $2,000 credit card. That's fine. That's $200 right there. Y'all can get y'all one with Capital One. Y'all can shoot. Y'all can even get one with like Self. All right. Y'all can get one with Discover. But stop trying to think about paying these collections like right now. I don't know. Like y'all just educate yourself because I've been there too, y'all. I did like pay for deletion before. I didn't know better in a sense. But now that I'm really telling y'all, like sue the companies and this is how you do it, do it. Like it's nothing. Like once you know something, you gotta do it that way. So like based on like I'm thinking about that right now. Like once you know. Like I've been putting this what is that? That's what's making my eye burn. It's a dang, what is it? Sunscreen. It's a certain sunscreen. And I put it in my eye and I put it very, very close. Now I know, girl, you need to put them on your cheeks only. I'm learning that now. I'm thinking about that now. Like, girl, your eye is burning because you need to put on your cheeks. I know better. Now I know better. I can continue to put it in my eye, be wondering, oh, why am my eye burning? Like, girl, no, you need to put it on your cheeks. And it's not my first time. It's like clicking, like, girl, you went just a little bit too high up. But You'll be fine. You're not gonna die. Same thing with y'all. Once y'all know how to sue them collection companies, you're not gonna think, oh, I'm gonna pay them. You're gonna go back to, okay, I know how to sue them. Let me actually do that. Okay. Once you know better, you do better. You should at least. We need to stop doing the same thing, thinking we're gonna get different results. That's insanity for real. Okay. And what should I check before paying a collection? Y'all need to do debt validation with them. Y'all should first see if it's on your credit reports. If it's on your credit reports, send a letter into the credit bureaus, tell them to remove it. If they refuse to remove it, then you go to that collection company, you tell them to remove it. Okay. But when I'm telling y'all about my books, y'all have the dispute letter in there. Y'all have something called a debt validation letter. Y'all got the free course for free, like when y'all purchased the book, but y'all have something called a debt validation letter. This is the biggest letter of all because this is when you asking those collection companies for certain documents, the documents that they really don't want to give you. Even if y'all do a lawsuit, y'all, they still not gonna want to give you the documents. Only difference is when you're in court, you can make them. You can do something called a motion to compel and tell the judge, hey, judge, I need these documents. And they know, oh, I don't want to give you the documents. Okay, tell the judge you don't want to give it to her. So these are going to be the letters that you really need to send into the company. Okay, I'm in court right now with all three of them federal. Okay, good. That's exactly where you need to be, up in federal court. That's exactly where you need to be. I'm proud of you. That is amazing. That's exactly where you need to be. That's the only place I would be, up in federal court, not going to no state court. Even when I see certain attorneys try to sue in state court, I'd be like, for what? Why? Why are you in state court? But I realized it's cheaper for them to start in state court. That's why attorneys are starting there. But y'all, we shouldn't start there, especially if y'all can do a fee waiver. Like, why are you starting in state court? Should I close? Oh wait, will paying a collection automatically raise my score? No, it's just gonna mark it as paid. Your accounts, like when you pay a collection, well, not once, let's go backwards. With a collection, y'all, when the collection hits your credit report, once it's added to your credit report, that's when the damage is done. All of that, oh, I paid it, da, da, da. No. Once it hits your credit report, that's when the damage is done. All they're gonna do is update it as paid. Okay, the best way to get your credit score to go up is by actually getting that collection deleted. You need the whole thing off of there. Okay, so we are in discovery. We are doing requests for production of documents, interrogatories, and admission. Okay, good. Did you already send out all of yours? Like when y'all are in this process, y'all need to send out, because I realized that, like with somebody right now, I'm helping them with their case. She already sent out all of these requests basically. Okay, she already sent out all the requests. The companies haven't. There's only a few companies that actually sent her some requests, but they are slow. I feel like the person or the people that actually send these documents the fastest, I don't know, I feel like they win. You know why I think that they're winning? Because it's one of them things where y'all in the black community, y'all ever hear that thing, same time. Y'all don't trust it. Like you like, hey, I'm gonna give you this, but give me your money. You gotta do it at the same time. I don't trust you. Think about your documents like that. These companies don't want to send you no documents, and they know you're not gonna send them no documents in real life. So it's like whoever asks for them first, they gotta provide them first. And if you don't provide them first, you're closer to making the judge tell them to give you the documents. Okay, because you can do something called a motion to compel. So as soon as I feel like as soon as you have your meeting, you need to have your documents done before you had that meeting. So as soon as you have that meeting, immediately send them over. Immediately send them over, because these companies, y'all, they don't want to give you documents. This can be that thing that bring up the whole settlement thing, because some companies, you may get some of them to settle right away, but if they don't want to settle right away, say if like I have seen some companies miss like the admissions part of it. Like you send them a document, and some of y'all may not know what I'm talking about, but it's still good that y'all hear this. Seriously. Um, if you do like a request for admission where you telling them, admit that you damaged my credit on purpose, admit that you don't really have the documents to keep this on my credit report, admit this, admit that you always get sued for this, you admit all these different things. If they do not respond in time, they're automatically admitting that that is true. I have seen certain companies miss that deadline, and once they missed it, they know they messed up, that they immediately like, okay, let's settle. We ain't finna play no games now. It's the same thing with you. When they send you that stuff and you don't respond, you automatically admit everything that they say. And they be having stuff on there like, admit that you don't have any medical problems based off of this, admit that we did not do anything wrong to you, admit that you don't know anybody in our company, admit that you just put this lawsuit in to harass us. It'd be stuff like that. When you can just go in there and just put deny, 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 and send a document to them. But if you miss that deadline, y'all, all of that stuff is like, it's law basically. You admitted to it. Okay. So I feel like if you send these documents into them right away, like you're going to be closer to actually getting that settlement. And the crazy part is they would already have most of these documents, but want us to produce it. Exactly. They want to know what evidence they can possibly keep behind to them, like our dispute letters, our credit reports. Yes, for sure. Let me take a screenshot of this. So if I ever be talking too much, I can be like, well, somebody told me on the live. Because sometimes y'all, when it come down to this, and I'm not talking about just my, I'm not talking about, I'm not, and not even just my case. I'm not talking about my case. I'm talking about like other people I have helped. They said, oh, the companies want me to write to sign like a confidentiality thing. They don't want you to have these documents. Okay, so certain things you shouldn't be talking about with cases or whatnot, but um yeah, they already got this stuff, y'all. They just want to know if you're gonna produce it. That's it. And they want to scare you too. Like when you start getting them documents, like I have a few people call me like, oh my gosh, they asking for this, this, and that. They asking for like the last 10 years of this. I'll tell them it's too broad. Tell them that it will be, it's like legal ways you can say it, but tell them it'll be too much work to get these documents. Because guess what? When y'all actually when y'all send the stuff to them, y'all gonna see they're gonna say the same stuff to you. Okay. And once y'all learn from one company that, oh, I asked them for this, they gonna tell me this, this, and that. Okay, you can still fight them to get the documents, but I will still tell the other companies that same thing. I will learn from what the real lawyers are saying, and I will use them against other lawyers. Once you learn this stuff, y'all will learn exactly what I'm talking about. Such as, hey, you learned that with LV&V funding, when you sent a certain letter, that thing got deleted. What y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna use that same letter on the other collection companies. It's that same thing. Once y'all learn something works, y'all use it on the other companies. Okay. And y'all just continue to learn. But yeah, they definitely do have all that stuff. Should I close my credit cards I don't use while trying to reach a 700 credit score? No, if y'all close y'all credit cards, y'all credit score is gonna most likely go down. So don't close your credit cards, keep them open. Okay, try to keep them open. Could closing an old credit card work against my? Yes, it's going to work against you. Don't close your credit cards if you can help it. Only time I say y'all should close the credit cards if y'all have like horrible annual fees, or y'all know some of the credit cards that like have maintenance fees. Those are the only ones I would think about closing. Like you got one of them credit cards that's charging you, $10 per month maintenance fee. Like maintenance fee. Like what is a maintenance fee? Those are some of those credit cards that's predatory in the first place. Because why are you charging me a maintenance fee? But those are the ones where I say, hey, replace them because they still helped your credit score. As long as you ain't got no late payments, you paying on time, you got your utilization low, it still helped you. But those are the ones that you want to make sure that you're replacing eventually. Okay, that's what I would do. What positive habits should replace these 7 bad habits? Ooh, just making sure put all your credit cards on auto pay. Always look at your credit reports to see the different changes. Um, Learn, like literally learn. You have to learn the process. Yeah, when people say certain things, like how I'm teaching y'all about credit and stuff like that. uh, I had to learn more stuff. Like I had to learn more stuff. Like okay, I knew how to delete accounts. Once I realized, okay, wait, this deleting stuff not working. I started learning how to actually get accounts deleted. So people talking about not deleted, how to actually sue the companies. People talking about, oh, you can sue the company. Then they start saying, oh yeah, you can sue the company to get it deleted. I'm like, okay, let me learn that. Okay, you can sue the company to get $1,000. I learned that. Then I was like, oh wait, people talking about they getting more money than $1,000. What y'all doing? Okay, let me learn how to get more money than $1,000 per company. Let me learn how to do this. Let me learn how to do that. Just continue to learn, like whatever. Like y'all, we got the same problems. This is what I realized, and I learned this from David Goggins. David Goggins talk about how we literally got the same problems. Some of us is better at hiding it than others. Period. We got the same problem. There is probably that not probably there is somebody out there that got the same problem as you, and they probably put on the internet and they probably talking about it. Figure out how they fix their problem and use the same thing to fix yours. Period. That's what it is. Y'all can sit there, whatever problems. You ain't the first one that had a 300 credit score. You ain't the first one to have 400. You ain't the first one that had a 500. You ain't the first one to have a 600 credit score. You ain't the first one that want to get to the 700s. It's other people that have them same credit scores actually got there, figure out what they did, and do it. Okay. And if my credit score is stuck in the 600s, what would you examine first? I would look at utilization first. Utilization be the key thing. Look at utilization, making sure you got enough credit cards and you working to actually delete them negative accounts from your credit reports. Like, look there first. Okay, if you was trying to reach the 700 credit score today, what were the three things that you would do? Okay, the three things that I would do, like if I'm trying to reach the 700s, I would literally do all of the things that's inside of my raise your credit score 100 points in 30 days. And like on my TikTok, on my main page, a lot of people like, oh, you're just trying to plug your book. I went over every page in his book. I got a playlist where I tell you what every page is because I tell you, okay, listen, today we gotta pull your credit reports. I actually go over it. I got a whole playlist of every single day. I'm like, okay, you gotta, pull your credit reports. Hey, this is where you're gonna do it. You can go identity IQ, you can go credit card, you get experience. Then the next day is this. Hey, listen, this is what your credit score is made up of. I teach all of this stuff for free right here on my TikTok with a playlist, but I would literally go through this whole thing. That's what I would do. I would first go through all of this because going through this book is going to tell me what I'm doing wrong. It can be something where I think, oh, that's not the problem. I'm just going to do it. Period. If I say you need to get your inquiries to 5 or less, and you like, well, I got 6, I'm okay. 5 is still a nice amount. You still can get that down lower. Okay. So push yourself, do what you need to do. But that's what I would do. I would do that. I would just make sure for sure that I stay on top of my credit and keep my utilization low. And I wouldn't do anything else but make sure I'm doing everything I need to do for my credit. I realized with myself, I try to do a lot of different goals at one time. And when I started to really see success is when I became obsessed with one thing. Like when I was learning the process of suing you, I became obsessed. And right now, too, I was just thinking last night, like, I am so stressed with like helping people with these different lawsuits, all these different things. And it's just like, girl, this is just the process because you start learning more stuff like, oh, this company saying this company saying that. I haven't went through this yet. I don't know, but we're gonna find out. We got no choice. But I just realized for the next few months, that's why I said I'm gonna go live every single day. I'm just gonna focus on just going live every single day. That's my way of just helping y'all. So it just keep me present and not just I work from home, so it keep me present and not just locked into like myself. Help my clients with like disputes to even get to the prior suing and then help with the suing process. But I'm just going to lock in on just this credit thing and then too my fitness that I'm doing. But I'm not doing like a billion things. Y'all literally have to become obsessed. And I used to think that this was a bad thing because sometimes I become so obsessed that all I want to talk about is credit. All I want to talk about is, oh, you can sue. Oh my gosh, this company just gave my client $5,000. This company's gave my client 3,000. And it's like, this is a good thing to become obsessed because that's how you master anything is when you become obsessed. When you start treating stuff like willy-nilly, you don't care. One day you on your credit, the next day you maxing out your credit cards and you not caring that they're going to report this high balance. Once you get to that point where you start to not care and you're not obsessed, that's when you're going to start having problems. Yes. If you ain't obsessed, something ain't right. I know that's right. You have to be obsessed. Okay. You have to be obsessed. Like, period. I realize that. And sometimes I don't like it because if you really obsessed, you don't want to do nothing else. Like, that's all you want to talk about. That's all you want to do. But if you're really trying to get some huge goals done, you got to be obsessed. Like, period. Kind of like I'm doing my fitness thing, and now every time I come on here, I'm talking to y'all something about fitness. Like, Keita, we ain't doing it, but that's what I'm on. It's gonna come out, or like investing. Like, oh, I'm doing this with investing. Da, 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 da. When you become obsessed, it's all you think about. It's all you think about. It's all you want to do, and it's like to me it's like a natural high. You just don't want to come down because it's all you want to do. And when you stop doing it, it's like when you go into the gym so much. Once you start going to the gym, you're like, okay, I need to go back to the gym. Like, I need to go do this. Same thing with credit. Like, once you stop checking your credit, it's like, oh, let me look at my credit reports because it pulls you right back in, but it's a good obsession. Same way people get addicted to things, get addicted to your credit, get addicted to whatever you're trying to accomplish. Okay, that's what your main focus should be. Okay, and that's what I realized too, because I'm like, dang, this stuff is stressing me out a little bit. Like helping people, like this is kind of stressing me out, but it's like it's not that it's stressing me out, it's just that I want to do other things. That's it, I want to do other things. And it's like, girl, you can't do it all for real. You're finna lose your mind. You're finna lose your mind. You trying to be everything to everybody. Let me approve your comment, because black girl, they think that you saying something bad. Does this teach how to sue them? Yeah, so the one that you see down below, it does have my suing to win in there. Thank you so much for the heart, me too. It does have the suing to win book in there. Where's my head at? This is really that sewing to win. Can you see it at the top? I think the sewing to win is down below too, and it's just on sale. So you can get the sewing to win book. You will get the free course that come along with it, or you can get the 4-book bundle because it'll have like the 70 dispute letters in there. But yeah, it'll tell you the process. This is what you have to do. You got to do 3 months of letters. Once you do your 3 months of letters, then I say get some denials. Like, don't play about getting some denials. Apply for some credit cards. Don't care about, oh, I'm finna get denied. You need that. That's good. It's gonna help with your case. Get your denials. Go ahead and put your lawsuit in. Do your complaint. Do your summons. Do your civil cover sheet. File your lawsuit. Once you file your lawsuit, wait for them to get served. Check your email, because some of them companies gonna be wanting to settle with you right away. Once they find out you suing them, some companies too, they immediately find out you sue them before they can get served. They're like, oh, I see that you put a lawsuit in on there. So they'll try to reach out to you right away. Let's settle this out. Let's get this done. Da, da, da. Start. I talk to you about settlements, how to get some money from them. I say y'all should at least try to get at least $3,000 per company. So you suing all 3 credit bureaus, saying you suing 2 companies too. Try to get at least $3,000 per company. If they ain't coming with the money that you want, keep going until you get there. Because as you continue to go on in your case, they're gonna be like, dang, she want too much, she know too much. I thought we was gonna be able to get this case thrown out. I thought this, da 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 da. Once you continue to go along with your case, that's when they're going to start settling. So you may see companies settle at any time. Okay. Yes, they do. It happened to me one time. Yeah. So every company is different, but once you learn them, you learn them. That's why I'm like, okay, let me collect my infinity stones for all the different companies so I can say, oh yeah, my client sued this company and they got this amount, then they sued. I know what they're capable of. They can't just say, oh, we don't pay money. Yes, you do. You pay somebody else. And I know you paid it, so I want it to. It's kind of like a kid job. Okay. You got 3,000 from that company alone. Yes. If they settle right away, shoot, I ain't gonna make them pay more. Go ahead and give me that $3,000. You finna settle this right away. Go ahead and give me the $3,000. So that is good. Okay. I don't want to put, I'm not gonna screenshot that. I don't, we shouldn't be talking about sometimes numbers, how much you get, especially on your own case, because the biggest reason why they paying you is because they want to give you this money so that you will shut up and don't tell nobody. That is what it is. They don't want you saying anything. And hey, Larry, how are you doing today? I don't know if I said hi. I know seen it though, but that's the biggest thing. They want you to take this money and shut up. Don't tell nobody. Don't help nobody. No, don't do any of this stuff. But yeah, y'all gonna see them companies. They got the money. They need to pay it. I always tell y'all this. It remind me of my kids. If I get one kid something, the other one, or if I get them 4 or something, like if I get them 4. I can't, another kid come, oh, can I get some? I can't get them 2 because they be like, well, you gave the other person 4. I want 4 too. That's how we need to be. We need to be the same way. Hey, Calvin, we need to be like, hey, you gave somebody else $4,000. I want $4,000. You gave somebody else $3,000. I want $3,000. So yeah, so Black girl, you're gonna love that. And don't forget to come with the free course. Get in there, okay? And then too, that free course is technically connected to my other books too, like the Raise Your Credit Score 100 Points in 30 Days, which is this. You're gonna have the master class, and then also my Strong in 75 workbook. Okay, so you're gonna be able to have that stuff too. You got documents all in there. I just put it all in one because the biggest thing is that I'm so over the credit part of it, y'all. We need to sue them and move on. We need to be going and talking about investment, maxing out our accounts, you know, building up our net worth. We don't need to be talking about no credit like that. We need to be having that same amount of credit. Like I used to be so happy to say, "Oh, I got this amount of credit. I got this, and now it's like, no, we need to be talking about how we got that for ourselves or for our kids. Like, oh yeah, I help my kids get this, and that. They got this in their account, or I got this for myself. That's what we need to be doing. So I really made all that stuff available. So you're gonna have all the dispute letters you need. You're gonna have the master class for it. So watch it because I went into great detail. And then I am going to do the raise your credit score 100 points in 30 days. I'm going to do this for the rest of the year. So September, October, November, December, every single day, because it's 30 days. Every single day, I tell you something you need to do. I'm going to start doing that again starting next month. So on the 17th, that's when I'm really going to talk about the suing thing. But I'm continuing to learn so much. You know, going through the process of like suing, I realize all of the lawsuits are different, but they all worth it. all of it worth it. Cause it's like once you know all of the different angles, you winning now. Think about in life, if there was anything that you thought was a huge problem, once you got over it, you realize, okay, this will never be a problem for me ever again. So I'm happy to go. I'm happy that I'm learning so much because every time I continue to talk to you, I can add more to our conversation. Okay. I'm getting that book. I need to learn the laws. Yes, definitely when it comes down to getting stuff deleted from your credit reports, for sure. That's why I say I'll never care about like collection, like collection. I don't want to speak it into existence because I don't want to be doing my own case. I get too emotional. I get emotional helping people with their case, let alone helping them like doing my case. I be just too emotional. Like, oh, this is just, I get so emotional going through the process. I need to stop that, but I wouldn't care about no collection. I still would be like, hey, this is what we're gonna have to do. Like, I'm gonna have to stop all this crybaby stuff and get it done. Cause I got like two sides in me. I got like the crybaby side that still get stuff done, but it's like timid and da da da. Then I got the side like this gotta go. Like this has gotta work. Like we ain't finna play about this. We finna do this, and that. So I have both sides of me. But let a collection come on. Like it's gonna be a problem. Okay. You can't want it more than they want it for themselves. I realized that too. I had a big conversation with a huge law firm and they told me I can't help everybody. And I thought it was like a racist thing, like, oh, they just want to help their people. They don't want to help the black community. And then I realized that it's really true like that. If you're not trying to send out certain dispute letters, some people like I say, oh, if you trying to do your lawsuit, you need to get denial. I don't want to get the hard inquiry. Like, just leave me alone. Don't come over here because it's something that I feel like I need the help. Like, please just stop, please. You know, I help others, but never myself. That used to be me too. That used to be me too. That used to be me too. Well, this is what you do. If you really got that problem for real, what you need to do is set time aside for yourself. Like you really do. Okay, so like me waking up 5 in the morning, that's when I take the time to like read down. Like when I wake up 5 in the morning, I get in the shower and I read. And I read something that's gonna push me forward. So like I already read I just got done reading. Today was my last day reading. It's called Eat That Frog. That's the name of it. It's by Brian Tracy. I just got done reading that. For that's for procrastination. Just to make sure that you just doing it. He said, do the hardest thing of the day. I already did my hardest thing today. He said, just imagine if you had to literally eat a frog. That would be the hardest thing, like literally swallow a frog. That would be the hardest thing you would do all day. But if you get it done, it's nothing else harder than that. You're gonna get everything else done. So, I just got done with that book. I already read right before, well, I read at least a chapter a day. So I just got done reading the compound effect right before that. And then before that, I read the Smart Women Finish Rich. So now I'm going to read the Automatic Millionaire. Same person that wrote the Smart Women Finish Rich. They actually wrote The Automatic Millionaire. So I'm going to read that too. Okay. Because I already learned now, like, what's my basics? Like, okay, just do these basics. You'll be a millionaire. Your kids will be a millionaire. Like, you'll be cool. But now I want to learn a little bit more so that I can also teach some of y'all because I be listening to some of y'all and I be like, y'all need to read this. Y'all need to be doing this, and that, you know. But I want the Sue to Win book. You can get the Sue to Win book right here, and you can see like the price right there, right there. So yeah, you can get that book. Yeah, it really is. All the books that I'm reading, I already got them like set up, but I do that. So reading, I know I kind of went on tangent with that, with, like the books, but I think that's necessary. I like listening to what people read. I'm like, I'm gonna get that book. Y'all can see I got a lot of like the books here. I had went over I had went on a millionaire's boat and she had this thing right. I just saw it there. 14,000 things to be happy about. And y'all know they always talk about how we need to be grateful. And I didn't touch the book. I just saw it. And I'm like, text myself, get this book before you get home. And then I ended up getting it. So it's just literally a whole bunch of things to be things to be happy about. So like be happy about blow dryers. I blow dry my hair, so I guess so, huh? Be happy about flowers, be happy about rare birds. So like I like to like read or see other books that people talk about. So hopefully me talking about my books will help you. I also started reading this book also for like a family member. I was reading this with them. It's by the same person that they was out. This is the one that did the Start Late, Finish Rich. But reading these books and doing these things like first thing in the morning, just do what you need to do for yourself. Let me see. Okay, I'm making sure y'all can kind of see it over here on this camera. It looks very bad. Okay, y'all can kind of see it. But he got the Start Late, Finish Rich. I'm gonna do the Automatic Millionaires. It's like the next thing I'm doing. It's the Automatic Millionaire. I got the workbook, and I thought I bought the actual book, but I got the Automatic Millionaire. But first thing in the morning, like literally pour into yourself and don't do anything for like start telling people no too because I started that too. Like I used to feel bad too because people was like, oh, you all about money, da, da, da. Then I thought about it like I gotta be, because when I was really helping, like even when I was helping with credit, when I was doing a lot of stuff for people um with credit, and I was going through a divorce during that time, and it was like, dude, I really did need finances. Like I couldn't ask anybody for help, and I'm helping all these people do all these different things. And I realized I need to pour into myself. And if it's really like, if it ain't about the money, don't be blowing me up. Like I'm on my TI for real. Don't be blowing me up because that's a lot of mental, space you have to take up for other people. So, definitely just pouring into yourself first thing in the morning. Do that. I be lighting my little candles. I got candles lit everywhere. Um, just pouring into myself, doing what I need to do. And then like at nighttime, that's what I do too. I'll be like, okay, what didn't I do? And then every morning too, like I got a mirror right by my bed. I'll be like, what do I need to do to make myself happy today? Like, what can I do for me to make myself happy? And I just do it. As long as it's not eating certain snacks, because I just love me some cake. And that's what I'm working on, telling people no. I used to feel bad, but it's my time. Yeah, I used to feel bad. I still feel bad now because I told one of my clients I wanted to help. So listen, right after my lawsuit, I wanted to help one of my other clients. Why I want my lawsuit wasn't even done. And I wanted to help them start the suing process, but they really didn't want to start the suing process. It was certain things they just didn't want to do. But now they coming back and they want me to help them now. And I said, okay, I will help you. Let me help you do your demand letters or whatnot. And they end up calling back the next day, like, hey, Keita did give my demand letters. And I was like, hey, listen, you got to give me some time. And because I got to have priority for the people that actually got active cases, clients that's literally going through the process. But I have to understand, like, you gonna have to wait. And if I can't give it to somebody at a certain amount of time, it is what it is. I just don't care nothing about it. Like, it got to be on your time, like seriously. And I promise you, y'all, this is one of my biggest problems too. Like, you really in the morning do something for yourself, at night do something for yourself. Like I've mapped out, and this is my first time doing it, which is crazy bringing this up because it just showed me I got to do this. I mapped out 3 hours for myself that I said just free time. I ain't got nothing in that space. If I just want to lay in the bed, I'm gonna lay in the bed. If I want to, like, I got me some strawberries and Cool Whip in there, I'm gonna eat my strawberries and Cool Whip. If I just want to listen, maybe do one of the chapters in a book or whatever it is I want to do, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to be thinking about, oh, I got to help somebody with this. So I got to do this for that person. Da, da, da. I'm not doing it no more. I just can't. I realized that yesterday. I thought that I was stressed based off of like helping people with lawsuits. That's not the problem. It's all these other things that I try to help people with that's honestly not attached to money. and I have kids, everything I really need to be attached to money seriously or progressing me forward. Me going live like this, y'all answering y'all questions freely. I do give out free dispute letters, all of this stuff. I do my giving back. I don't have to do nothing else free. I really don't. Like I used to feel guilty. Like I can do more. Like, girl, no, you can't. Like I realize I need to like calm down basically. Like I have to pour into myself. So like for real, you brought that up. I'm telling you now, this is what I'm doing. I got them 3 hours of free time. I'm gonna continue to do that. Like for the rest of this year, I'm just gonna go live, help with cases, help my clients, and that's it. And if you're not doing it the way I need to be done, we just can't do it. It just, I wish you the best. Cause you gotta think about it too. Certain people tell you they wish you the best, but don't even think about nothing you want. So please pour into yourself. Okay. I was the same way, doing so much for others. They couldn't give back. And with trading too. Yep. They seen Pipe and thought she was talking about something else. A pipe down. Oh my gosh. They like, no, we're not going to talk about that. Let me bring your comment in because it's hilarious that they didn't want to approve your comment. Mhm. She should already been. Yeah, that is true. That is true. That is true. But it's out of the kindness of my heart that I'm still gonna like help. But if you don't do what I need you to do, I got you, it is like bye bye. It's like bye bye. So yeah, just please make sure you pour it into yourself. Like that's gonna be serious. And during this whole credit process too, a lot of people be like, "Oh, I want to help my cousin." Like, help yourself right now. Or oh, me and my cousin gonna do this together. Well, you're gonna find too, sometimes when you start doing stuff with other people, they're gonna fall off, and you need to continue to do the journey. Like it's still a journey you gotta go on. So yeah, just make sure that please pour into yourself. And if I have another book that I learned to pour into myself, I will make sure I let you know. Matter of fact, let me find a book for you because I'm gonna read it myself too. Now I'm thinking about it because the procrastination thing, that was just me not wanting to do certain things. And I'm like, okay, let me do this. Let me get this done. But let me find another like audiobook I can listen to. What is a great actually let me put based off what you know about me first. Cause you know what? Another thing I'm thinking about, I am doing like this self-love journey thing right now where it's like the 50 dates. You'll see me do some of them on my TikTok. I have the videos. That's me pouring into myself and doing stuff for myself too. Like I've been taking myself to like these restaurants, like during happy hour and like just giving myself like a little $20 budget because I am paying off my student loans. I have to put paying off debt as a top priority for me right now. But like I've been going to like the fanciest restaurants and like been having the time of my life during happy hour. Like I mean in like very affluent neighborhoods. That's something I have been doing for myself because I'll be waiting on other people or something to go with me or to do stuff. And I'm like, girl, you can take yourself out. And for $20, I've been having the time of my life. Like I just went to Disney and they have the free jazz there. Mind you, the same people I just saw do, and this is outside the topic, y'all. I'm over the conversation this way. That's all we have to talk about with the credit because I'm like, we going into something else. But this is really big for me right now. All right. And we still got 10 more minutes. I need to go live. But that I had paid $200 at a place to see these same people that do their jazz. But it's a spot here in Orlando that serve like soul food and they have the jazz here. Why did Disney? They got the same people playing there for free. Like it's there for free. And you just have to you can order food or you don't have to order food. But I had got me some food. Um it was like the best experience ever. And the lights was low, like it was really, really nice. Like, it was really, really nice. So, like, I just been taking myself out and just enjoying my life. Like, seriously, you should do the same thing. So, wait, let me find this book. So, based off what are some great Self-love. And it's self-love, seriously, because we will tell other people yes and tell ourselves no. It's definitely a self-love thing. Self-love books and books about doing things to better ourselves. Okay, because this is huge. Okay, let me see. Let me see what they're gonna say. Oh, so the mountain is you. It's something called Buy Yourself the Effing Lilies. I like that. Year of Yes. Where's my Shonda Rhimes? I'm gonna read that, y'all. Shonda Rhimes, Year of Yes. It's about experiences, opportunities, confidence, fun, becoming more alive in your own life. Is once you start telling yourself yes, like when you be thinking, oh, I ain't got time for that, I got time for it. Start telling everybody else no. All right, let me write that down because I'm gonna actually read that. And I got a free audiobook thing from my local library too. So I start paying for that audible.com. So I love it. The year of yes. Cause even if I don't buy the book, I'll do the audiobook and take notes. I'll just take notes. I'll get the audiobook, I'll just take notes. Untamed. That is good. Set boundaries, find peace. That's a good one. Okay, this is about being more disciplined and getting stuff done. I just told you I read The Compound Effect. I did that. Eat That Frog. I just told you I read that already. Atomic Habits. I have that book. I listened to some of the audio book. I'm going to get back into that. Um, Mel Robbins got the 5 second rule. That can be good. The 5 a.m. club. That's good because I wake up at 5 a.m. The one thing, do that book. That book did change my life now I'm thinking about it. That's when you just focus on one thing, don't do nothing else. Focus on one thing. I got that book. Let me see if I even got it behind me. No, I don't have it behind me. Just do that book. I don't think bringing this up again. Just do that. The one thing by Gary Keller. That's it. Okay. I've been doing my credit since May. Have the same for accounts coming back verified. Yes, it should. You know, depending on the accounts and what you have already told them, and you actually putting that lawsuit in, I believe it should help. Because guess what, y'all? I be telling y'all, oh, get some money from these companies, sue them, get them to give you some money. Some of y'all probably really real life do not care about the money for real, for real. When y'all sue these companies, they're gonna say, "Oh, I deleted from your credit report, and don't worry about paying us anymore." That right there may make y'all happy, or they'll probably, I tell y'all, oh, at least get $3,000. They may offer you $1,000. As soon as you sue, 'em, they may say, "I'm gonna give you $1,000. I've been deleted from your credit report, um, and you don't owe us money anymore." That may make you happy. You ain't even gonna go all the way, but you have to put that lawsuit in. Okay, so some of y'all ain't got to go all the way in terms of, oh, we getting into all the requests for production. Da, 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 da. They may offer you this little bit of money. They're gonna delete it, and you ain't gotta owe them any money. So if you owe $4,000, say you don't owe us any money anymore, and you've been saving up your money, so you can do like a one-time little payment. It may make your world better. Okay, and again, I had one of my lawsuits, I had over $40,000 worth of debt that I did not have to pay. That was my very, very first lawsuit. I was scared doing that, but do it scared. Just be scared doing it. But read the one thing. Read the one thing. I'm gonna reread that one. I sometimes read some of my books and then I highlight things in it too. And I just go in and just read all the highlights for one day, the one thing. Yeah, but please, y'all, because I'm glad that we even had this last little discussion. The credit stuff, that's really for y'all. It is what it is, but I'm glad that they brought that up too, like doing stuff for yourself, because I realized that too. Like, that's why I mapped out that time. So maybe I'll take my extra time and go dig out where this book is at, because I know I got it. The one thing. But yeah, y'all, take the time, do the work. I will be back on here live tomorrow. So if y'all ever have any questions or anything, this is where y'all can find me live. When y'all message me and stuff like that, my assistant handle that. Unless y'all really my client, y'all can get on my schedule. I'm not gonna see it. I'm not gonna see it. But when y'all come here, see me live, y'all can always see me. And then hi, Blueprint. All right. So y'all, I'll see y'all later. That's it. I'm gonna go take some time and let me get these demand letters done for this person. Like let me finish them up. I'm almost done with them. Send them over to them so I can just, get them on out the way. Cause I still want to make sure I'm present for people, but it's just on my time. Okay. So I will see y'all later. Y'all have a great day. Bye bye, everybody. All right, perfect, y'all. So I got that done. When I have TikTok up, y'all, it's only so much I can talk about. I have to tell y'all that. But y'all know people on TikTok, you pay a lot of money for the books. When y'all can get my books for $10 and up directly from my website. The only book I don't have right now is the blueprint book, but then you could get this book right here that got like 4 books in one, and it will have the blueprint book in there. So yeah, y'all let me know if y'all have any questions, please. I'm glad they brought that up with pouring into yourself because it's something I'm really, really on right now. If you're not pouring into yourself, start today. Start today. Take some time out to yourself. If y'all got kids, they need to be in bed early. Like, you need to be in bed early so you can have time for yourself. If you got a significant other, y'all can do this together. But no matter what, you got to go on this journey on your own. Okay. If you ain't got anybody, that's the best thing because you're going to be in the bed mapping out all your goals. You can have be like me, have books all over the bed, my notebooks all here, da, 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 and write all my goals down and be actually implementing them. All right. But I will see y'all later. Let me know if y'all have any questions. I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye bye, everybody.